So for a while now, a lot of my peeps, my fam, my homies, my bays, well, they've been asking me for a while now to make an ultimate used parts buyer's guide, and today it finally cometh to he who requesteth. Welcome back to Tech Yes City. This is Brian coming to you guys today with a video on used PC parts buying. And now this is not going to be your generic how-to, simple tricks and whatnot. This is just going to be my main tips and points for how I do things, and I want to share that with you guys. So with that being said, let's get on with trick number one. Broaden the horizon. This is the first and probably the biggest point I need to stress when you're looking for those used deals. When you're searching for the used parts, try to have a flexible budget. And say if you want to make a 1080p high settings rig, then instead of just going for a particular set of parts, say for instance a 2500K, Z67 Mobo, and 7950 only, and that's all you want, instead of just going for those parts, broaden the horizon. Go check out an i5 760, overclock it, get a 7970 instead, or a GTX 680. Check out some other GTX 6 series cards, or even 7 series AMD cards, and look for bargains in a number of categories to fit together a gaming PC that will work. If you are just looking for one particular part, then chances are you're going to be either looking for a long time, or you're just not going to get a deal at all. Point number two, suss out the seller. This mainly applies for the internet and buying deals online, where you get the items posted to you and you have to essentially trust the seller. An easy way to get around this is to get real pictures of the product and also get a pic of the product confirmed working if possible. One big telltale of a broken part listed as working is confirmed working when I last took the PC apart or when I used it X months ago. It was confirmed working. This is pretty suspicious in my opinion. If you've used the PC a month ago, or if it was working, then it works, right? You just say it works, because when you last used it, it worked. And unless a meteor's crashed into your house and burned the PC part into smithereens, PC parts quite simply work or they don't work. And look for people with listing them as such. Also, another tip here is just check out the seller's feedback. Look for any glaring negatives that are left there. Say, for instance, someone got a part and it just didn't work at all, and then check the listing and it was working. Then you know that seller might be flipping some dodgy stuff. Also, on that note, if you're picking up stuff, from Craigslist, or you're going to pick up stuff off Gumtree where you actually can see it, then that's a lot safer. People aren't generally going to lie because you got their phone number, and if they are scamming you, you can report them to the police straight up. So generally, you're not going to get scammed for, IRL deals as opposed to the internet. Point number three, you're going to get hosed. When you're dealing with used parts, there is always going to be people who are going to pull shady shit, like that one bad apple in the bunch. I've been hosed in the past before with dead CPUs, even an X79 motherboard that I paid around $80 for, and it was completely burnt, like toast. This thing was useless. And I didn't know until after the auction, but the seller was using someone else's photos for that motherboard that they just ripped off Google, and they were putting it in place of their own photos. Had I seen the real photos, man, I would have stayed away from this motherboard with a 10-foot pole. But that's the way with the used parts market. You're going to get some really good deals from time to time, but at the same time, you can expect to get hosed sooner or later. But pretty much to sum that up, the longer you deal in used parts, the more likely you are to get hosed. There's going to be sellers out there who are just straight up scamming, or there's people out there redrawing the line. For instance, a PC that is working with a hard disk drive that literally is near death. I mean, I've seen it all here, folks. But let's look at the last point. Point number four, keep on hustling. This is the most important part of getting a deal. You call a guy, it's sold, move on. If not, see how he or she responds and go from there. This is where experience will play a big role in getting those deals, especially when it comes to bartering the right price. Though also on this note, if you pick up parts, you don't have to always build a PC with them. For instance, I got an X79 gigabyte UD7 practically new for around about 160 USD. Now this board is selling on eBay for 450 USD with no accessories. So instead of putting this in a build, I'm just going to sell it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's guide. I hope I brought a unique perspective to PC parts hunting. And remember, anything's possible out there. So just get on those websites, get on those deals, wherever you can get the deals from. Keep on hustling. And if you like this video, then be sure to hit that like button. It was also pretty funny. In the process of doing this video, I found 2 really damn hot deals. I've already picked them up. They're going to be going into a build coming soon to the channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Peace out for now. Bye. So we just got the 7970 now. It's pretty clear what Mike upgraded from here. He's got it in a GTX 1080 box. So he's got his 1080 and he's just sold his 7970 for literally nothing. So picked this up for 90 AUD or 66 USD. So yeah, let's get back and see if this, or how well this thing works and what we can do with it. So guys, with your support, I can now afford a soft serve. So if you jump on Patreon, you never know. If you can support $1 a month, I'll be able to upgrade to a choc choc.